What's happening, Bankrupt fam? It is Sean here, and today I'm joined by Jomel here. We are in the picturesque Noosa today for the Noosa Concours d'Elegance event.
Oh no, bro.
So just a massive display of supercars, classics, and hopefully hypercars as well, just on Hastings Street, which is the main drag out there. So this is what Jomel just pointed out. This is a Ram TRX, and holy moly.
It is huge. Oh no, this is sick. That's cool, but look at this.
Yeah.
Like,
these are pretty cool too.
You can stand on that.
Yeah. Things designed to, eh?
Yeah, yeah. This is cool.
So anyway, we're really keen, and come with us and let's check out some nice cars. So for those who don't know, Jomel is up from Canberra, and have a look at some of his gear. Yeah, yeah.
Good day, boys.
You too.
Noosa is a pretty little town situated on the Sunshine Coast, about 2 hours north of Brisbane. Noosa, being a popular tourist town, is really busy even on the best of days, so we were expecting a jam-packed town, and sure enough, there are a lot of people and cars, as you can see.
So what's really a bummer is that today was forecast for no rain at all, and here we are in the middle of a pretty heavy shower. So that's awesome. We're just currently just chilling in the bus stop. What the hell is going on? It was literally forecast for no rain, and it's getting, oh wow. Here we are, there is a Cayman GT4 right at the entrance here. So that's it all down there, right on Hastings Street. So as you can see, it's very, very packed. As you can see, it's pretty packed here at the moment. Just like, there's people everywhere. So what we think is that there's going to be a convoy cruising in or something, and everyone's like hanging out for it, because technically the event doesn't start for another half an hour. So yeah, but never been in one of these before, so I'm not sure what to expect. So now the mission is to find a spot to have a look at the cars coming in, which, good luck to us. There's lots of people here. It's actually insane. Just another shot of how packed it is, and you can see like down there, down Hastings Street, just lots of people.
Look at this beautiful shot.
And
Look at
like,
this.
people all through here. Oh, it's a lovely shot, Jomel.
I know.
That was absolutely amazing. My jaw dropped the most when the McLaren F1 came through. Holy moly. That's some money in that. But they're all parking up now. So once they're all parked up, we can check them out in more depth. They're really looking forward to this. It's just so much money. It's insane.
The cars at the end of the convoy, such as this lovely Countach here, were still waiting to park up. So we entered Hastings Street and started to check out the rest of the cars there. Waiting to be parked up was this beautiful MSO McLaren 765 LT. We were then greeted by this 1957 Aston Martin Mark II, and such a gorgeous car this is. And parked next to it was the elegant 1952 Bentley R-Type. And making the trip all the way up from our hometown of Canberra was this Aston Martin GT12, believed to be the only one in the country. Oh, just such an awesome car. 1963 Maserati 3500 GTI. And here we see a 1922 Bugatti Type 13, and it's been a while since I've seen race cars from that era, and it's always just so fascinating how they look. Here we have the pinnacle of automotive luxury from the 20s with this 1927 Rolls-Royce Phantom. You can see the iconic Rolls-Royce grille and that spirit of ecstasy, and just the whole design of this car is just so elegant and so classy and just really awesome to see in person. And have a look at these spoked wheels here. Wow. And here's a closer look at the spirit of ecstasy ornament. Now delving deeper into the past is this 114-year-old Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost from 1910.
Guys playing the trumpet and the piano at the same time. Holy crap.
Now that's talent.
Here we got a 1950 Lagonda LB6. Next up was this Ferrari 812 Competizione, and such a beautiful example.
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Hey, carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber. Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
あ、もっとある。もっとカーボンファイバー。
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Carbon fiber.
Now what makes this car truly unique, as this was the only Ferrari 812 Competizione to roll off the production line without a coat of paint. What we're seeing here is bare aluminium, and only 3 other cars from Ferrari's factory have rolled off the production line like this. So this car is incredibly rare, especially with it being right-hand drive as well. This was a cool little display here. So this was an old Mercedes truck, and in it was the shell of a 300 SL Gullwing. In my opinion, one of the best looking Ferraris ever made was this 250 GT Berlinetta Lusso. Just something about the styling of 60s Ferraris really gets me. Our first Porsche of the day was this super clean 1967 911. What was interesting about this car was this front area, and I've never seen that before in any car really, and it looks really cool, and it complements the car really well too. A 1971 Ferrari Dino in this awesome colour. Love it or hate it, I love it. This here is a Ferrari 250 GT California Spider replica. Now you might be asking, what makes this a replica? The biggest giveaway is that this car is fitted with the 5.5 litre V12 from a Ferrari 456. Other than that, it's pretty hard to tell it's a replica because this car was built from the ground up, taking over 7 years to build to create that perfect look.
And it's okay because he's got a jet.
You heard the man, this is a 1963 Jaguar E-Type. This particular car was restored to be a more track-focused version of the Jaguar E-Type, with all of its external panels made from handcrafted aluminium. It's so cool how the bonnet of these cars is the entire front end of the car. This car also has the straight 6 motor instead of the V12, as you can see here. A lovely colour on a lovely car, this 1960 Ferrari 250 GT Series 2. Another Jag in the lineup, this 1959 XK150S. Here we're looking into the interior of the brand new Maserati MC20. Maserati's latest re-entry into the supercar market, and to be honest, I really like it. Some of Maserati's more recent cars, such as the Ghibli and the Levante, are pretty ugly, so it's awesome to see that Maserati's bounced back with this great looking supercar. However, someone's not a fan of the new supercar.
Not for me, bro.
Benzes from the 60s are unmistakably gorgeous, and this 1967 250 SE is no exception. A little fluffy passenger on this 1932 Chevy BA Speedster. Cars from this era all had bonnet ornaments, even on Chevys. Another timeless classic is this 1962 Porsche 356B. Now, do you prefer the coupes or the speedsters? Let us know in the comments. Here we have a V12 legend from the 70s, this 1977 Lamborghini Countach Periscopio. Periscopio in Italian translates to periscope in English. This edition of the Countach was called the Periscope because of the small periscopic mirror in the original concept. This here is a fully opened up 1972 Lamborghini Miura SV. The SV stands for Super Veloce, which in English translates to super fast. And it is indeed super fast, boasting a top speed of 300 k's an hour from the 70s. Another Porsche in the lineup, this 1965 911, which looks like a happy little frog. Next up we have the Ferrari SF90 rocking a very striking paint job. One that's sure to create mixed opinions and thoughts. But what are your thoughts? This here is a 1951 Jaguar XK120, the world's fastest car at the time. Now check out this incredibly rare car, this 1938 Bugatti Type 57C Aravis Special. This car was one of 4 ever made and was showcased at the 2005 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance and sold at auction in 2023 for $6 million US. Sossig. Another beautiful convertible at the show, this 1936 Horch 853 Sport Cabriolet. Horch, or as we know today as Audi, produced these between 1935 and 1937, and this one is believed to be one of only 4 right-hand drive models ever made. And continuing on with the convertible theme, this 1939 BMW 327 Sport Cabriolet. This is the ultra-rare 1915 Lanchester Sporting 40 Torpedo. This is the only surviving example of just 6 ever made, and at the time this was regarded as one of the most stylish sports cars, rivaling with the Rolls-Royce Silver Ghost. And the final car on the street display was this gorgeous 1935 Mercedes-Benz 500k Roadster. This car is absolutely a sight to behold. Moving on to the other displays now, we have this 997 RWE Porsche. Now this was my first time seeing one of these in person, the 992 Dakar. Personally, I love the idea of off-road supercars, and this Rothman style livery is so cool. This ruby star coloured 992 GT3 RS really caught my attention because it's my dream spec. This is pretty much exactly how mine would look like, if I ever own one. As you can tell from my reaction, yeah, it says it all. The live jazz music was briefly interrupted by this random stunt plane doing some stunts. It was pretty cool though. Absolutely love this lineup of the Porsche 356s. This was moments before this particular car got scratched up by an exotic Noosa chicken. And a stunning New South Wales heritage plate on this one, 356 on a 356, that's some money right there. The Bowden's display did not disappoint at all, showcasing a VK and XD race cars. Another display of nice vintage Mercedes. Man, this was really cool to see. So this is the replica of the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang car from the 1968 film Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. The car used for this replica is a 1929 Chevy and it's got a VL Commodore motor in it. Random. I gotta say though, the detail on this car is amazing. What's that we're looking through the rear window? Oh, that's the engine. Visible from the rear window. This wild thing here is a 1979 Jaguar XJS race car, and it's definitely a crazy looking build. The motor is actually situated right next to the driver, and you can see all 12 individual throttle bodies. That is crazy. Now I'm not sure what this weird box thing is on the boot, but if anyone knows, please comment below, because I have no idea what that is. Here's another look at the motor. Crazy. Here's something I didn't know existed, the Porsche Boxer Spider RS. Interesting. Continuing on with the displays, this iconic SLS AMG. One of the most insane displays at this car show was this Porsche 956 Le Mans race car. What the hell? Now I'm not sure if this particular car raced in a Le Mans, but in my opinion Le Mans races from the 80s and 90s such as this car are the best looking ever made, along with the likes of the Mazda 787B, Nissan R92CP, Sauber Mercedes C9, and of course the Jaguar XJR12. If you grew up playing Gran Turismo, you'd know exactly what I'm talking about. Here's a really neat example of a BMW CSL, and I've never seen one in this gold colour, but it really suits the car. Another off-road supercar at the event, the Huracan Sterato. I really like the display that Lamborghini Brisbane has done here with all the sand and stuff, and the surfboard as well, really cool. This here is a Lamborghini Silhouette, and I don't think I've ever seen these before, but it was really cool. Another Lamborghini you don't see often, the Lamborghini Yalpa. Aston Martin's entry into the SUV market, the DBX. Boy was this a sight to see. This is an Aston Martin Vanquish Zagato shooting brake. So for those who don't know what shooting brake means, basically it means it's a station wagon but not the traditional kind of way. As you can see here, it is a station wagon but it's not really. Examples include the Porsche Taycan shooting brake and the Alfa Romeo TZ3 Stradale, just to name a few. It's definitely not everyone's taste, but I sure love the look. And have a look at the details on the taillights on this car. Did you know Aston Martin has a motorcycle as well? Well, now you know. Now you know. This bike was made in collaboration with Brough Superior. I'm not British, I don't know how to pronounce it. And they made one of the best looking motorcycles that I've ever seen. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a motorcycle this striking before. This just looks so sick. Now this here isn't your normal 765 LT. This one is an MSO full carbon fibre one. Carbon fibre! You don't come across full carbon fibre cars often, so this was really cool to see. Of course, what's a McLaren lineup without a Senna? When the McLaren Senna first came out, I wasn't a fan at all, but over time they've really grown on me. Speaking of McLarens, this is a McLaren F1, and no, you're not dreaming, it's a real F1, worth around 30 million Australian dollars, not 13 million, 30 million. And next to it is another very special McLaren, the Speedtail. This one's worth a bag of chips compared to the F1, starting at only around 3.2 million Australian. Still an extremely rare and incredible looking car regardless. Truly, truly special to have these two cars lined up next to each other.
My bitch pose is nasty. Don't ever play with the cat.
We later came back and found the F1 all opened up for everyone to see. And you can tell Gordon Murray went all out on this design because I did not know that compartment there existed. But there are so many other cool features on this car, and the most famous would be the center driving position. So you drive the car from the middle seat, so it's neither left-hand drive or right-hand drive, which also makes this car a 3-seater. Looking into the front of the car now, I'm not sure what's in there, but by the Kenwood it looks like a speaker system. But yeah, really cool to see the car with every single door open. What's also very special about this car is that it's got a gold-plated engine bay. The engine bays in McLaren F1s are lined with 22 karat gold, and gold was used because it's a great reflector of heat, which makes it very effective for heat shielding, protecting parts of the car from heat damage. And it also looks friggin' cool. The Speedtail has followed in the F1's footsteps, reintroducing the centered driving position. The second Bugatti at the show, this 1938 Type 57C. The C stands for compressor, which means this car is supercharged. Now for an American classic, this 1961 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. If you know me, you know that I love my massive American cars from the 50s, 60s, 70s. Interesting thing about this car is that it's right-hand drive, which isn't what I was expecting. Perfect for Sunday drives, this 1959 356 1600 Super, of course with a little fluffy friend. Now for the absolutely iconic 1983 DeLorean DMC-12, made famous by the film Back to the Future, and if you haven't seen it, you've been living under a rock. Next up is the gorgeous 1979 Lamborghini Countach LP 400S. Can't go wrong with a retro supercar and a gated manual. When we started leaving the show, we noticed this 992 GT3 RS, and if you look closely, it's covered in dirt, which is really cool to see because you can tell the owner really drives this thing.
So that wraps up the Noosa Concours d'Elegance. Thanks for coming with me, Jomel.
No problem.
That was really fun. Some really awesome cars there. My personal favourite was the McLaren F1, for sure. How about yours?
Senna, the F1 was sick. I can't decide. Those two are close.
Yeah, insane stuff and lots of money there. And definitely we'll be back next year, hopefully accompanied by Jomel as well. And so obviously if you did enjoy this video, as usual, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel and follow our socials for more. But in the meantime, we'll see you later.